So last week, if you watched, which we know you did, you may have seen that we talked about the criticism Gabby Douglas is receiving, specifically about, everything from her hair, her attitude, her hand on her heart, everything. And a lot of you had to say a lot about the natural hair piece and about whether there are acceptable hair types in the natural hair movement. Mm-hmm. So Brandy's going to read some of the comments and we're going to talk about them.
First is Charlene Hughes-Pacetta, who said, in my humblest of humble opinions, folks should be ashamed of themselves. This is her natural, beautiful hair. She is the exact image of the mother of humanity.
Ooh.
And people hate our hair because they have been brainwashed and hate themselves. Facts. Second, Life with Raylene. She said, great point regarding the biases embedded with natural hair. We are accepting of a specific styled natural hair, but not as open to true textured natural hair. Mm-hmm. Side note, I love this channel. How can I get on the show? You on here now, boo? So what do y'all think about, what they said, our commenters' reactions and whether it's true?
It's real. It's absolutely true.
Yeah.
There's a whole, I know Julesy, she's a YouTuber, and she used to talk about a lot about hair and how she's been doing this, but like in the game for a long time, and she would say how brands wouldn't invite her to certain places, and they would invite women with fewer followers, had been doing it less time, just because their hair was like the loose curl type. And she was just like, it's just so much, like people want to talk about being accepting of who we are naturally, but it's not, we're just inching towards it. We're not there yet, because the loose curl is still a Eurocentric standard, if you want to be completely honest,
I agree, because I even know people who won't show their natural hair until it's a certain look and length. So,
they're still waiting.
No, yeah. So, and it's been years, because they don't feel comfortable with it. And even myself, I'm not even gonna lie, I have moments where I'm like, even with my hair now, if I put my hair in this bun and I'm looking at it, I'm like, this part is just too fucking furry. You know what I'm saying? And I had to get myself, because I even thought about the conversation we're going to have today, and I'm like, get your life. Like, this is your hair.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, I could put some gel on it, and I could try to act like I was doing in high school and tie it down and try to have fake baby hair, but I'm like, but this is the texture of my hair. I didn't get that kind of texture. And I need to learn, to be more accepting of it.
Well, I just think it's a struggle for anybody, no matter your texture. If you're of African descent, your hair's not going to always do what you want it to do, and I think you have to ask why you want it to do certain things, and work with that. So, for me, it was more disturbing that women who know that struggle would then project their own issues, onto Gabby.
A little girl.
Let alone on the other topic of all the black women who won't work out because they know they're going to sweat their head out. So what do you expect from women competing at an Olympic level? Right. What do you think their hair is going to do? Exactly. So it very much is just projection. I think a lot of it is self-hate, and then you don't even have enough awareness to tuck that in and work on your own stuff. You're going to try to why would you want to make someone else feel the way that you've been made to feel?
Yeah. I remember the day they spun me around in that chair and I saw my TWA, and I was like, oh my God. I look like a boy and I don't know what to do.
Exactly.
And it's just like, and you have to really get to a point. And even my mom today, she's like, so are you going to get your hair retwisted? I'm like, no. I had to work really hard to really like my hair as it comes in. Had to lay in bed and feel my texture. I think I'm okay. Years.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not trying to run to the beauty shop so she can catch up every strand. Just let it and everyone might not get to that point or whatever, but I just feel like it's one thing to have your own stuff, but then to throw it at somebody else, that's when it becomes a problem. That's when it becomes a problem. And Gabby said, my thing is, I really thought the criticism was going to be done after 2012.
I know.
But to come back 4 years later and still be talking about this foolishness, it's so disheartening. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Did Y'all See? We want to let y'all know that the conversations continue on our Instagram page at MadameNoire.com, spelled out, and on our Facebook page. Every day at noon, we do lunchtime chats. So be sure to hit us up there. And when you're talking about us, #Did Y'all See?